Another day, another reminder that the dumbest, most evil, worst people on the planet are running our country. We still don't have the Epstein files, and the government is still very much shut down. But finally, we get a renovation plan for the White House that nobody asked for that really, truly captures the spirit of this administration. Cut to the clip. Trump has changed his mind and decided to demolish the entire east wing of the White House. Why not? The New York Times has reported this. How is this even legal? So, the east wing of the White House is getting demolished. The east wing, where the First Lady's office is located, where the social secretary coordinates state dinners and official events, where White House tours begin, are now just dust. Part of the structure has been there for over 200 years and is on the National Registration of Historic Places. And we're just tearing it down, which is just so representative of everything going on. Let me explain why this is completely unhinged. The White House, in case you didn't know, is federal property. It belongs to the American people. It belongs to all of us. It's not a rental property that you can just knock out walls because you are having a weird day and you want to distract from the Epstein files and then start an open floor plan. There are actual laws about this. The National Historic Preservation Act, federal preservation statutes, regulations specifically designed to protect nationally significant buildings such as the White House from being destroyed on a whim. But apparently those are just suggestions. Now, I don't know what the actual plan is. Could turn it into a parking lot, could build himself a bigger MAGA gift shop, he could install a private Trump tower. Your guess is as good as mine. What's truly special is that this man looks at one of the most recognizable symbols of American democracy in the entire world and thinks to himself, you know what this needs? Demolition. It doesn't need restoration. No. It doesn't need preservation. Demolition. The audacity is just genuinely breathtaking. But wait, there's more. Cut to the clip.
Without tariffs, that would not be happening. And also, I solved, as you know, 8 wars. Of the 8, 5 of them, maybe even 6 of them, are because of tariffs. The threat of tariffs on these nations, if you want to fight, that's okay. India and Pakistan, if you want to fight, that's okay. But you're going to pay tariffs, and they're going to be very substantial. And we're in the midst of a trade deal. And they said, we don't want to do that. 2 days later, they call up, and they're not going to fight anymore. They have peace. But I've done that out of 8, I would say 6 times, 5 times, 6 times. Tariffs are vital to this country.
Perfect. 8 wars solved. 5, maybe 6, because tariffs, let me explain. Let me explain what a tariff is, since apparently we still need to do this. A tariff is a tax on imported goods. You know who pays that tariff? You. When something comes in from a country, from somewhere else that's not America, the government charges extra money for it. They charge you. The theory, Trump's little theory, is that this makes foreign products more expensive, so people buy domestic products. But it's a trade policy tool. It's a trade war. It's an economic lever that he's pulling, which is boring and tactical. I know it's about as exciting as filling out your quarterly taxes. But here's what actually happens. Okay, American companies pay these tariffs, not his foreign ops, not China, not Mexico. American importers and American people. And then they pass those costs directly on to you, my guy. So your groceries are going to cost more. Your electronics are going to cost more. Your clothes are going to cost more. Everything's going to cost more. It's essentially a big old tax on regular people to fund somebody else's little trade war and ego trip. Tariffs don't hurt other countries. They hurt everyday Americans who are trying to afford basic necessities, while one man pretends he's playing geopolitical chess and moving things around. When prices go up, he'll probably blame Biden or Obama or Zoran, whoever's his op of the day, not the wars that he created. So peace negotiations, treaties, no, that's not of interest to Trump. Sometimes one side will surrender when it comes to tariffs. Sometimes everyone gets tired and agrees to stops. But then there are summits, mediators, there's international organizations involved, paperwork, lots and lots of it. But what does not end these little trade wars is slapping a 25% tax on imported lumber. I would genuinely love to know which 8 wars Trump is also talking about, because I can't think of 8 wars the United States has had or been involved in the last 10 months, let alone 8 that we've solved. And I'm definitely not aware of any military conflict in human history that has ended because somebody just adjusted import duties. Maybe he actually did solve some stuff, maybe in his head. This is the same man who also, like a few weeks back, said he spoke to the president of Puerto Rico. Schizophrenia, are you okay? Who knows what conversation he's been having up there? Sorry, we're going to just keep fighting with ourselves. But then the Americans, he's raising our taxes. He's raising our taxes on steel, and we've just lost the plot. This is not how any of this is supposed to work, and this is not how it's ever worked in history. If tariffs are now the premier tool of choice for Trump in his international conflict resolution, then this is going to be some news to the State Department and the Department of Defense, and also every historian who's ever studied war, and the United Nations, and basic reality. So let's just recap. The East Wing of the White House, gone. It's being demolished for reasons unknown. And 8 imaginary wars were solved with Trump's imaginary tariff tax policy that solved these wars, these imaginary wars. And your cost of living is going up. And this is also somebody like Trump can feel powerful. And this is all completely normal and fine. Just another day in America where historical landmarks are just getting demolished and we're taxing our own people. And apparently that's part of his military strategy. I'd laugh if I wasn't paying more attention and also paying more for groceries and everything else. So if you've enjoyed this video, please take a moment to subscribe. I am Loren P across all social channels. This is Willie, and we hit 10,000 subscribers. So thank you for that. Willie, come up here and show the people who you are. And listen, we were building back from zero. We are no longer on the Loren Piretra Show OG channel. That's been occupied. We do not have access to that. We did not get a warning that we were not going to have access to that. So we're here now. This is our permanent home. We have 100% ownership here, and we're here to stay. We're not going anywhere. So excited for you guys to continue to grow with us. Let us know what you want to hear more of. Because we hit 10,000 subs, let us know what you want to see Willa and I dressed up as for Halloween. We have some really good costumes already teed up, and next week we're going to treat a little bit like a spirit week because our spirits are in the gutter like everyone else's in America right now. So we're going to bring them up with some funny, politically relevant, pop culturally relevant costumes and be back for more. So ciao for now.